Hey Fire Tribe, it's just the vibe, and I'm here to give you guys your New Year's resolution. So we're going to give all 12 signs what they need to work on or focus on in 2026. Okay, so this one is going to be for my Geminis. So Geminis, what's going to be your New Year's resolution? Ooh, I love that energy. First thing out. Let's see, what else do we have here? Nice, nice Geminis. Very, very nice. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have passion. So 2026 is going to be a year focused on you and doing things that light you up. And the first thing we have out with that is alliance. So this is the energy of birds of a feather flock together. So when it comes to passion, this is you finding people that enjoy the things that you enjoy, staying where the love is. You know what I'm saying? So going where people are like-minded, where people enjoy the same things that you enjoy, or where you're celebrated, right? You're going where that love is in 2026. You're staying away from faulty foundation. You're staying away from fake friends, fake things, and things that just don't feel authentic to you in 2026. Okay, we have cultivate, and with that cultivating passion, this is you doing things that light you up. This is you building and creating space for yourself, space for passion, right? We also have partnership. So we're going to work on cultivating healthy partnerships. Like I said, going where the love is. So not where you force love or not where you want love to be, but where love is showing up for you, right? Oh, we have expansion. So we're going to focus on expanding this year. We're going to take the things that we love and figure out ways to expand on those things, how to grow out, how to make the things that you love work for you, is what that feels like. Whatever. And then we have Cancerian energy, which says immerse. And so this is not dealing in surface level energy anymore. This is us really getting deep and really building things with substance and intention, and not really staying surface level with that immerse energy. That's really going deep under the surface, right? So 2026 looks like a really, really beautiful year for you Geminis when it comes to what you guys are going to be focusing on or what your New Year's resolutions are going to be. We do have partnerships, so there could be love manifesting for you in 2026, but a more meaningful love, something that, like I said, something that lights you up, something, excuse me, something that lights you up, something that makes you feel good. It's something that celebrates you, and with that alliance, I feel like you're going to be surrounded by a lot more like-minded people, people that enjoy your time, people that enjoy your company, people that want to spend more time and energy with you, right? With that expansion energy, like I said, we're going to be growing, we're going to be expanding, but there's also with this energy of immersing, you're going to get deeper into things that you want. So like I said, not building things on a surface level. This is really getting deep and in depth in whatever these things are that bring you passion, right? So underneath passion was the past. So we're going to focus on leaving the past in the past and walk into new, more meaningful, more fulfilling opportunities, right? What is the Gemini's advice for 2026? What is their advice for their New Year's resolution? What is the advice for the Geminis? Advice for my Geminis for 2026. Geez, Geminis don't want to give me no advice for you guys. Can I have some advice for my Geminis for the 2026 New Year's resolutions? Whew, okay. So we have lost in space and needing direction. So let's see what that energy is. Okay, so feeling lost, needing direction and focus. Sometimes in life we lose our way, perhaps falling prey to addictive behaviors, jealousy, comparison, resistance, or fear. This happens especially when we are leveling up and genuinely changing for the better. A part of us hiding in the vast expansiveness of space wants to sabotage our progress. In the transformation process, the inner world no longer feels safe or inhabitable as we find our thoughts and beliefs have morphed beyond recognition. You may find yourself adrift in this way right now, unable to focus or determine the next step. You might be tired and simply need to regroup and rest. When you lack direction, the first thing to do is redirect your perspective of time. Like a newborn baby who needs swaddling to feel safe, you're invited to reduce your life to visioning simply to the next 24 hours. Anyone can handle living in 24-hour compartments, which allows everything to feel grounded and manageable. When you get lost in space, you imagine being swallowed up by a giant vastness of a future with its dark uncertainty, or reflect on how the past has held you captive in distorting, never-ending mirrors, reminding you of your mistakes, flaws, failures, and losses. Take to heart that the simple 24-hour container immediately banishes those two awful eternities away. You'll find the energy to focus and restore as you recognize that you were never lost at all. Keep it simple. Right now, conserve your energy and take care of you in basic fundamental ways, and the world will begin to feel right again. So, Gemini, this is saying that in any instance where you may feel lost or where you may feel unsure of what's to come, just live in the moment. Don't worry about, and that's that more of that passion energy. This is living in the moment without fearing the future or without, reflecting on the past, just staying extremely present and working on what you want your present energy to feel like, to look like, and really manifesting in that space. Okay, let's get some. Oh, we're going to get some red flags. What are the red flags that my Geminis are going to be working on in 2026? So Gemini, these are your red flags. These are things inside of you that we're going to be resolving in 2026, okay? Can I have some red flags for the Geminis? Whoa, that's a lot. I'm not going to take all those. Can I have some red flags for my Geminis, please? All right, so we have the energy of clingy here. It says this person can be emotionally attached. So we're not going to cling to unhealthy things in 2026, okay? We have toxic masculine to toxic feminine. So this person has unhealthy or unbalanced views, potentially of the opposite sex. So we're not going to be stereotypical or biased in 2026. We're really going to work on expanding our perspective, which is what your advice said to do. But really work on expanding your perspective and also healing any toxic masculinity or toxic femininity traits that you have within you. We have the energy of fearful. This person can be scary or consumed by fear. So we're not going to let fears of the past or the future continue to divert us. We're not going to overthink. That's a Gemini trait. You guys can get extremely ungrounded. You guys can begin to overthink and overprocess, and it creates analysis paralysis within the Geminis, okay? Now, we do have the energy of this person cannot be trusted. So we're going to work on being a person of your word in 2026, making sure that and that could just go with building those meaningful bonds and making sure that you are around people that you can be your honest, authentic self with. Because you also have backstabber, which is another card that says this person cannot be trusted. So two things. We're going to work on trust issues that you may have, Geminis, but also work on integrity and you making sure that you are somebody that you feel can be honored, or morale is what that feels like. Now, I'm not saying that Geminis are scammers or backstabbers or anything like that. I'm just saying that people may have a hard time trusting you. And so in that, maybe working on vulnerability, honesty, integrity, so that people around you, like I said, that alliance energy, you can start building more meaningful, deeper bonds, right? Give me some love advice for my Geminis for 2026. What is their New Year's resolution regarding love? Jeez. All right. The ones that are upside down. We have lessons. You're going to be learning some spiritual lessons when it comes to love in 2026. It says interference. Love could be being intruded on by an external party. It says passion. You guys have passion here twice. So try something that you've never tried before. Here and now, your true love is already a part of your life. So there is a true love here for you, but there could be some interference, whether it's third party or work or even trust issues. Something is getting in the way of you and somebody having this meaningful love. Balance. One person is giving more than the other in a connection, and then decision. So in 2026, we're going to be making solid and firm decisions when it comes to love. We're going to remain balanced. We're going to remain focused and level-headed, Geminis. We're also going to work on reciprocity, making sure that the energy that you're receiving is also the energy that you're giving, and vice versa. We're going to work on this love connection that may have some interference in the middle, and then learning the lessons that love is here to teach you. So not staying shallow. That's more that Cancer immersed energy. Not being shallow in love, really digging deep and allowing love to teach you and open you up so that you are able to express yourself in more beautiful and more passionate ways, Gemini. So 2026 looks like it's going to be a work in progress when it comes to you. Make sure that you do the work so you can reap the rewards.